Alright, it looks like we are live. How is everybody doing today on this Thursday afternoon? Welcome to another episode of Weaponized Autism. I am your host, your partner in your brother in Tism, Chris. Flying solo today because it's my mandatory one solo stream a week day. Kaysen, if he's going to be here today, is going to be lingering in the chat, and then he and I are going to be yapping over Discord tomorrow on tomorrow's stream for tomorrow's episode of Bottom of the Bin. We'll be doing Aquarium of the Dead, aka the third and apparently final entry in the Zombies film franchise. So, have that to look forward to. Other than that, I have begun recording my next playthrough. All I can really say about it is that it's a game that I have previously played on the channel as a series, and this time I'm redoing it as a oneer. So, you got that to look forward to, so that's nice. That's one thing. But with that all out of the way, what do you say we get on into the TISM, into the low IQ storm? And we're going to start with a new video by fan favorite Andrew Kahn. This video is entitled Granny Knows Best, and it's only about 30 seconds long. So let's get into it.
What's the way to a man's heart?
Bruises on your knees.
Granny! I know Granny got down like that. Woo! Let's hear that again.
What's the way to a man's heart?
Bruises on your knees.
That reminds me of a bit Bill Engvall did when he and Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy and Ron White were doing the blue collar thing, and they had this routine called "I Believe," where they would play a piece of music, like they would have Larry plucking away on his guitar, stop, one of them would go "I believe," and then say something just randomly funny and off the cuff. And Bill Engvall had one that was, "I believe the man to a ways the way to a man's heart is not through his stomach. It's a little further south." Granny's got the right idea.
What's the way to a man's heart?
Bruises on your knees.
Say it shit again for the people in the back, Granny. You damn right it is. You damn right it is. They need to hear it in the back 2 times. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. You want your man to stay loyal? Get them bruises on them knees. Holy!
Oh my lord. Oh my lord in heaven. Sorry about that delay in the pause there, folks. Not sure what that was about, but so this next one is apparently a short that is inspired by Resident Evil Requiem, sponsored by Capcom, and Kaysen sent this to me. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago. Sent this to me over Discord as something to check out. So let's go. She looks familiar, but I can't quite place her.
Hello?
Grace Ashcroft?
Who's this?
It's Leon. They're coming for you, Grace. You're not safe there.
Who's coming?
There's no time. You need to leave.
Hello? Great. Who's there?
What in the Resident Evil 3.5? Phantom Zombie? Am I reading that correctly? I feel like I'm reading Phantom Zombies in here. I may be completely wrong, just talking out of my sphincter. Wouldn't be the first time. Is that lavender shampoo?
Hello? Leon, is that you? You've got to be kidding me.
I'll give him this much. The shot composition is nice. I do like the way this is shot. I'm not vibing with the actress who's playing Grace, and I was not vibing with Leon's voice over the phone. But the way this is shot, the way this is lit, I am vibing with.
Grace, you're okay. You're in the hospital. You're okay. Grace.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alex Magana, and big thanks to Capcom for sponsoring this video inspired by Resident Evil Requiem, which drops February 27th for PC, consoles, and Switch 2. Click the link in the description below to pre-order now.
For PC, consoles, and Switch 2. Not PC and consoles. Since the Switch 2 is a console. A handheld console, but a console. Alright then. I was honestly vibing more with Keeper's Diary. That one that Residents of Evil put out like a year or two ago. They're supposed to be working on another one, and I think they're working on a Dino Crisis inspired short. I should probably I've thought about featuring Keeper's Diary on the channel, but I wasn't totally 100% sure if I should. If YouTube's busted ass copyright system is going to get angry with me if I do. This one, it has its positives. It's all right. It's alright. That's the best thing I can say about it. It's alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, so now we jump into yet another AI-generated what-if video from Strider. This one is The Legend of Zelda as reimagined for a 1980s aesthetic. Like, what would a Zelda movie look like if it were produced in the 80s? Which is an interesting idea. If you want to know my idea of what that movie would look like, John Borman's Excalibur or Ridley Scott's Legend. Just those movies. Just take those two and just mash them together. Alrighty. But let's see what Strider's cooked up.
The shadow has returned, and it does not fear kings or armies. Hyrule has forgotten what courage looks like.
I don't know if that's gonna ding me on the copyright, so I'm just gonna play it safe.
Let your courage become legend.
River Phoenix as Link? Maybe? I haven't really watched anything River Phoenix was in. So I have no idea who Brian Blessed is. I should mention that I've never actually seen Excalibur. I've only seen clips of it. I have seen Ridley Scott's Legend, though. Jennifer Connelly as Zelda? Back then, maybe. Maybe I could see it. Christopher Lee as Aghanim? Dude, who better to play a dark wizard being controlled by Ganon? Peter O'Toole as the King of Hyrule? Yeah? I'm gonna be honest, in that when they first showed him earlier, I thought it was David Carradine for some reason. I knew that was Alec Guinness earlier in the video. So he'd be the guy who gives the sword to Blake?
Is found not in the steel, but in the heart.
What?
Guard it.
Hold up.
Where true strength is found not in the steel, but in the heart. Guard it well, for it reflects your soul.
Okay. I don't know what the hell happened to the... Okay, there we go. Sorry, for some reason the volume control gimmick was not registering with my mouse for some reason. Anybody else feel like that really did not sound elegant enough to be Alec Guinness? It sounded like the AI just tried and failed to cook up a proper British accent that maybe sort of kinda was adjacent to Alec Guinness. Or unless I'm reading too far into that. Sigourney Weaver's The Great Fairy. Why not? Why not? Certainly bring some extra acting prowess to the movie. Rutger Hauer is the captain of the guard. I mean, Rutger Hauer, God rest his soul, any role he was in, good or bad, or any movie he was in, good or bad, he would just own every fucking second of it. Sissy Spacek is the village healer. Somebody younger and wearing a red dress. Zelda 2 reference. Come on. I'm very curious to see who all ends up being in Wes Ball's Zelda movie when that drops next year. I'm especially interested to see who's going to be playing Ganon. Alrighty. I'm especially intrigued to see who's going to be playing Ganon, because so far we only have 2 cast members confirmed for the movie. Bo Bragason, who's playing Zelda, and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, who's playing Link. So that's all we have to go off of so far. And Wes Ball directing it. This is something he's been trying to get off the ground for the past 10 years, 10 plus years. I have a feeling we're not going to be finding anything out about the movie until, best case scenario, like shortly after the Mario movie drops. Worst case scenario, sometime within the latter half of this year. Or the early half of next year. Because since it's not due out until May of 2027. Which sucks, but what can you do? Alright, so now we have a new this one's kind of been sitting on my back burner for way too long. Way too damn long. This one comes to us from Angry Cops. Cartels unleash drones on El Paso. Then this happened. Oh my.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Okay.
The drones are coming! The drones are coming! Drones! Yesterday, February 10th, 2026, cartel drones have breached the southern border of the United States, shutting down all air transportation and trade in El Paso. That's right. A couple, I don't know exactly how many yet, because the story's still developing, cartel drones have crossed the Mexican and United States border into the United States on February 10th, just the other day, which caused the FAA and...
Yeah, this video is like a couple weeks old. I meant to get around to this substantially sooner. We're touching on it now.
The Department of War to shut down the El Paso airport. But why? Are we being invaded? Is this because of Venezuela? Did we respond with lasers? Maybe. Before.
Oh, Discord's fucking up for you now, Kason? Oh, that's fun. That's very fun. I love how Rich just said, are we being invaded? I think we've been under an invasion since Obama started flooding the country with Somalians. Was joking. Poking at me for not replying. Well. I mean, Discord shitting itself wouldn't surprise me either, so. But whoo, out of all the states you could pick to fuck with cartels, you picked Texas. I don't think that's a very wise decision.
Before we dive deep into the story, first, a word from this video's sponsor, Aura!
You're right, Case, and she did open today, so hence why the stream is this early.
Are you tired of scammers getting your phone number and blowing up your inbox with a bunch of spam? I know I am. Well, you gotta blame the data brokers that are out there. They're the ones that are buying and selling your data from stupid, disgusting companies that ask you to put your personal information in for everything and anything that you buy, and then selling it to scammers, hackers, governments, and they do it without your consent all the time. But you can ask them to stop, and they will. But if you did it on your own time, it would take forever, and that's why Aura's here. They make it easy by doing the hard part for you, getting your frickin' information off the internet.
Forgot to send some good suggestions for Western friends. I mean, that's all good. We did, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but we did start the stream with that Resident Evil Requiem short film that you sent me. It was either yesterday or the day before. We did start the stream with that one. My verdict is it's aight. But no, you're fine.
Once they see it, they boom, send out a request and then immediately get it taken down. And plus there's benefits to getting Aura besides that. Get alerts if your info pops up on the dark web. Real-time fraud alerts for credit or banking. 24/7 monitoring to make sure that your identity is secure. Plus you get a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and more. And of course, US-based support. 24/7. Try Aura for free for 14 days at aura.com/angrycops and click the link below. And in those 2 weeks, you'll discover where your data is being exposed and sold. You're back? Good. Let's get into it, Check
out the one where they watch the eclipse. Spencer is hysterical. Okay, I'll, actually, let me write it down so I do not forget. Skirt and friends. Eclipse. Alright. That way I remember to save that for the next stream. Hopping in Requiem at midnight. Sweet. Dude, there's a couple of channels I follow that got early access keys to Requiem. So I started watching I started watching MK Ice and Fire's playthrough because he does commentary free playthroughs. And he's only uploaded the first 4 hours of the game. So far I'm about halfway through that video. It's looking pretty sweet. Honestly, it looks pretty fucking fire. Right, so far.
Shall we? After 10 p.m. on February 10th, the United States received some, well, alerts that some bogeys were in the air around El Paso. And if you're not familiar with the area, the United States Army Post Fort Bliss is right by El Paso. It's like 8 miles away. Now, it was immediately recognized that these bogeys were cartel drones. Uh-oh. That could be an issue, says some. And because Fort Bliss and El Paso are right there next to one another, the FAA and the DOW, the Department of War, said, hey, we should probably shut down all air traffic until we can determine what the hell these things are doing.
Mildly spoiled by tiles, what happens to be shit, I suspect all. Also hopping on RD9, hell yeah, brother! Do it! Absolutely! Like I said, it's looking pretty. So far, just what I've seen from halfway through MK Ice and Fire's part 1 video, it's looking pretty damn sweet.
Doing here, if they go further, if they leave, if we gotta take them down, all the what ifs until we can figure that out. And originally, this, some say, knee-jerk reaction was 10 days of shutting down flights to El Paso. A city, by the way, with 700,000 residents and over 1 million in the surrounding area. You know what that means? Sure, Ma and Pa, or maybe your brother and sister flying in from out of town or stuck in an airport for 10 days. And I'll have to get a hotel or a rental car or something. But that also means that all of your Amazon packages will be delayed. That's right, all air traffic means all air traffic. I mean, just imagine for like 1 second here, the economic impact on 10 days of no flights in or out of a city. That size. Some would say that's a big deal, and I would have to agree. But almost as soon as that 10-day aviation stand down got put out, it got taken back. Basically within 12 hours. I think it was even shorter than that. And I'm sure everybody gave a sigh of relief. Now, I know, I've boiled that down so we can all easily understand it. And
they don't have an RPD costume for Leon, and there was one lockable DLC we riot. Hopefully this one has an unlock all DLC like 2, 3, and Village. Yeah, hopefully for lazy cunts like me.
But there's more to this story. How do we know that the area is safe from cartel drones? Are cartel drones dangerous? Did we start doing something with our military if the Department of War is getting involved? Did we stay on this side of the border? Did we use lasers? Let's answer some of those questions, shall we? Mexican cartel drones. Bad. Not just a surveillance thing, although that's what they're used for. Coyotes, the guys that smuggle people from the Mexican side to the American side, will use drones in order to scout areas ahead. Make sure the path is clear. Make sure there's no cops out there, ICE or Border Patrol. And also just to have people follow. Ah, look, there it is. We gotta go that way. Some might say, wow, really? We're just gonna shut down the airspace for a couple...
This is about the recent death of a cartel leader. I don't think so. I think it's just about cartels flying drones over El Paso and... Actually, you know something, Casey? You may be onto something. Maybe. It is a 15-minute video, so let's see.
Drones that are just showing people around and taking a look-see over at old El Paso. Well, for those of you unaware, the cartels have been taking a page out of the playbook in Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, that's right. Did you know that Mexican cartel members are going over to Ukraine and fighting in Ukraine, learning drone technologies and how to use them offensively, and then coming all the way back to Mexico to show Jorge how to stack C4 on one, or attach grenades or mortars or other explosives and drop them on their enemies. So much so that Ukraine's actually doing background checks on people from Mexico and South America to be like, hey, United States, are these guys bad guys for you? Yeah, you can't come in here and learn this. You need to go home, Javier. And if you think, oh, there's no way. Well, look at that. There's already been cartel members that have been grenaded and bombed by drones down in Mexico. That's right. The offensive capabilities of drones are already being used in cartel versus cartel drug wars. Now you tell me.
I believe that's what you call an aerial assault. I think I read a cartel leader was killed. Let's just say they made more of a big deal about it than the finding out about the guy with the made more of a deal about that than the Epstein stuff. I mean, that doesn't shock me. That doesn't shock me at all. Considering literally every W for Trump just sends the mainstream news outlets into a seething retard rage.
Do you think it's a good idea to be flying around in a jet with 180 people, Southwest Airlines, when all of a sudden a jet engine sucks up a drone strapped with C4? Yeah, probably not a good thing. And if you're on a military post, don't you think that your spidey senses would be tingling when all of a sudden there's a drone flying by and then hitting military aircraft and detonating, or barracks? Now, the reports haven't come out to state whether these cartel-operated drones had explosives on them, if they were the suicide drones that you see in Ukraine and Russia, slamming themselves into tanks and armored personnel carriers and poor dudes on the ground. But I will say, if there are explosive-laden suicide drones or ones with bombs, grenades, mortars, etc. attached to them, coming across the border from the cartels, oh, that could raise the temperature up on the border.
Thought Hillary was gonna bust through the wall. Oh yeah! I don't want to make the witch granny voice.
So much so that the cartel's incoming might be responded with a little bit of outgoing. That means we're sending...
I haven't... no, I'm not streaming early tomorrow, Kason, because Mom's closing. So, so I guess whatever time we do the bottom of the bin stream tomorrow is based on... I mean, it could be like early evening. It could be like 5 o'clock your time. It could be 7 o'clock your time. You know, we can work something out. Hangout Joe should be available by evening. Hey, evening works for me, dude. Evening is just fine for me.
To them, thus taking the war on drugs up a notch to an actual war on drugs, which I'm excited about. Let's stop pussyfooting around here and just start detonating dudes, right? What's the point of the CIA if you can't just have a bunch of cartel heads accidentally explode in the middle of their bathroom when a ninja sword missile comes flying at them at Mach FU? We did it to Soleimani, Salami guy, whatever that Iranian general was. And speaking of outgoing, you know, during the time of all the planes being grounded over Fort Bliss and El Paso, Texas, you know, there just so happens that there were 2 planes up in the air. You know, like, well, what's the big deal? If they're grounded, it's probably just 2 guys, you know, figuring out what's going on. Okay, well, hold on now a second. Let me explain this a little bit deeper. You see, the FAA, the Federal Aviation Association, and the Department of War said, hey, if there's anybody out there flying, you're going to be met with military aircraft, and they're going to guide you down, and then you're going to be arrested. And some other bad stuff could happen to you if you choose to not follow directions, all right? So those 2 planes up in the air after everybody's grounded, you see right here? You see that mountain time, that UTC? All right, that's a couple hours after the Eastern Standard Time when the event occurred. One of them's in Mexican airspace. Wonder what that was doing over there. So at this point, you can see why this story's getting a little interesting. We've got cartel drones. Everybody shuts everything down. The drones are taken care of. We'll talk more.
It might work things out after all. We're talking more. Having better conversation, but it doesn't. Well, that is good. That's a good thing that you guys are still on speaking terms. We'll just see what happens. 4 or 5 year time. Honestly, Kason, 4 or 5 year time is 5 year time. I think would be the way to go. We could do that. We could go for. Was allowed to talk about. Honestly, yeah, 5 o'clock your time would probably, yeah, that would work out. That would work out. I can do that.
More about that. While the drones are being taken care of and all the other aircraft are down on the ground, the United States military's up in the air with at least 2 planes that we can track. There they are, flying around, probably making sure things are safe, making sure that if anybody else is in the air, they can track them down, say, hey, you need to land. There's a no-fly in this airspace at the moment. But one of them seems to have gone a little south of the border. I wonder what for. Boy, it's fun to guess, isn't it? Well, you can just use your imagination. But let's talk about the airspace being cleared up real quick. Well, how would that happen unless you know the threat was gone? Well, that's because United States Army soldiers at Fort Bliss downed the drones. At least that's what some people are saying. I don't know if it's them actually downing the drones, but here's a couple of troops next to some equipment used.
Several drones operated by the cartels in Mexico breached American airspace overnight near El Paso, with electronic warfare measures being utilized by the U.S. Army at Fort Bliss to down the drones, resulting in this morning's temporary flight restriction issued by the Federal Aviation Administration. Mexican cartel drones breached U.S. airspace. The Department of War took action to disable the drones. The FAA and DOW have determined there is no threat to commercial travel. Good! Not me seeing this after activating drones in a mission in Spider-Man 2. Oh. Well, at least in that one, you're not actively dropping bombs and grenades on people.
To bring down drones, anti-drone equipment. And now I'm not some nerd that knows exactly what that anti-drone technology is called, but there are stories stating that the reason why all the aircraft were brought down was so that the United States military could try out their new laser anti-drone material weapon thing. Lasers! We got freaking lasers! CNN specifically says that the airplane...
When he says that, I just picture Trump sitting in the Oval Office, sitting at the president's desk, looking over at Pete Hegseth. Pete, there's just one thing that I asked for that you add to our ever expanding arsenal, Pete, and that is to have sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
in El Paso and Fort Bliss were all down specifically so they could test out the Army's new laser system or direct energy weapons to combat drone warfare. In fact, the United States Army gave a demonstration of their direct energy weapons and laser weapons against drone technology in June of 2025.
We're calling it the Locust System? The Locust System. Services also received 4x4 Joint Light Tactical Vehicles, or JLTVs, equipped with the laser and a palletized version. From the operational deployment of the two palletized systems to unspecified foreign locales. So we have mobile laser guns now. Okay then.
Year. And people are saying that the process is being accelerated and tested against the cartel drones that are coming across the border with dope or people or potentially explosives. So there you have it. In a nutshell, drones from the cartels came across the border, unknown what they were laden with or if they were just observing. The United States military said, hey, let's put all the planes down on the ground real quick. Check this out. Zoomed, laser cannoned, potentially, the drones, and had aircraft in the air, making sure that nobody was in the area while they tested these lasers in case it messed some plane up in a crash. And one of those planes went really far south of the border, a couple miles. And I don't know, it was probably just checking things out, making sure everything is okay, probably not seeing the exact location where the radio signals were coming from that were piloting the drone, so then they could be like, oh, that would be a nice place to put a warhead. Welcome to 2026, people! Man, we're kicking this off with a bang. 3 million Epstein files, Venezuela's president in our custody, drone attacks on the southern border, and we're zapping them down with laser weapons like it's Star Trek. Boy, I am excited.
And we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Well, a new theory has unveiled itself as to this whole drone shoot down, close down the airspace, American aviation and Mexican air shenanigan. But Fox News and some insiders have now added an additional aspect to this, and that is that the whole shutdown was caused by a birthday balloon. No, I'm not kidding. Now, this hasn't been confirmed yet outwardly by the FAA, the DOW, or CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, but here's the skinny of this new angle that this story has taken. CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, was given one of these awesome anti-drone devices from the Department of War. Boom! Pictured here. Now, I don't know if it's this exact model, but potentially. You get what I'm getting at, right? Focused laser beam, microwaves, thing on a battery, easily movable on the back of a vehicle, likely being used. So CBP gets this from Secretary Hegseth in the Department of War, and they say, hey, here you go, test it out, use it. But what CBP doesn't do is they don't tell Northcom, Northern Command from the United States military, which is in charge of North America, its defense, etc. Which, if you're using anti-drone technology, literally a military weapon on loan to you, you probably want to tell the United States military command in charge of that area, hey, we're going to be using this in here. Now maybe, of course, you could say Pete Hegseth could have told another general to tell the other generals, and then that's how they would have known. Sure, but the FAA wasn't notified either. So we've got CBP zapping a birthday balloon that just flew up over the city without letting Northcom or the FAA know, hey, we've got this thing, we're going to be doing operations with it, just as a heads up. And then when it zaps the balloon, Northcom and the FAA go, holy, what the was that?
Alert! Enemy detected! Move now! Moving now! The lines are down! We need backup! To the end!
AI recreation of officers shitting themselves. Honestly, that's actually not bad. That's actually not a bad recreation.
So what do you do when shit's getting shot out of the air and you don't know what the hell's going on? Well, the FAA calls the DOW and says, hey, what the DOW says, oh my God, what? And the two of them try to figure it out together, and the best way they can is say, hey, let's just close down the airspace until we can identify what's knocking out aircraft in the middle of the air. All from somebody's potential quinceañera. So stop letting balloons off in the sky. We won't have so many national defense issues going on here. Now, do I buy this? Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But then it makes me think, how would the device not differentiate a drone from a balloon? There's a radio frequency coming from the drone, which it would potentially lock onto. There's no radio frequency from a balloon. Yeah, it's shiny, but like, things don't just go after shiny anymore. This isn't the 1970s, people. It tracks on by radar, LiDAR, electronic frequencies that are bouncing off of the thing that it's emitting or receiving. But then again, you know, you zap a balloon and you go, balloon pop with multi-million-dollar military machinery, laser beam, and then people around you go, what the was that? Let's shut it down. And you go, oh, sorry, it was Bobo on the machine. He shot a balloon down. Then everybody goes, oh, that's it? Okay, so yeah, open up the air right away, real quick, no problems, no questions. Maybe take Bobo off the machine. I mean, that quick turnaround could be issue, response, solved immediately because the issue was dumb. Open up the airspace. Okay, well, yeah, maybe. What do you think? Best way to support the channel is to get yourself a shirt. This old Crack House. Crack House 2.0 is under construction, and I've been recording it. More regular uploads instead of like 3 months at a time. You're welcome. Cheapest way to support the channel is leave a comment. Tell me what you think about laser weapons. If you are an Army nerd, I want to hear your nerdosity about the laser weapons, the direct energy weapons, and what are they called? And the microwaves we're using to zap drones down. And also, what do you think about that plane in Mexico? Very interesting. I'm excited. All right. See you next time, weirdos.
I want to know why that plane was in Mexico. I want to know. I don't know if that drone thing was. I don't know if that them shooting out a balloon was true. I kind of want to believe it was drones from Mexico just because fuck the cartels, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, and any attempts to act like I do know is just going to be me talking out of the hole in my ass. Which is, you know, any given day, but whatever. Alright. Next up, we got another Charlie video. This one has been this is another one that's been sitting on my back burner for way too long. It is called Craziest never seen a man threaten his dog with a swirly before, Case, and that's a new one for me.
Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
TMI, Kason. But thanks for sharing anyway.
Yesterday I learned about a wild Italian heist attempt where a group of armed men, armed to the gills, mind you, one guy had a bomb suit. He looked like the Juggernaut out of Modern Warfare 2. Were able to stop an armored vehicle carrying a bunch of money, and chaos erupted. There was a firefight. Miraculously, nobody was hurt in it somehow. But I can tell you, their plan went tits up real quick after they blew up the truck. It's something you have to see to believe. Now, right before I was talking about this Italian heist, learning about it, I was learning about how a dinosaur convention called DinoCon had recently just banned a ton of people that were named in the Epstein files from attending. So you're going to see a pretty interesting headline even before the Italian heist here. I'll go ahead and show you some clips of that after the heist, because that too is also fascinating. But I think the heist is probably what you're going to be most impressed by. You see the heist in Italy today, and
Dinosaur Convention bans all paleontologists named in Epstein files out of safety of our attendees. What? We find it deplorable that some established paleontological organizations are not taking firm action. DinoCon statement reads. Oh my God. That's like how I read a politician post that a sex offender had a problem. Wait, didn't finish. Hold on. Man, not even the science community is safe. Not even paleontologists are safe. Damn, son. There's a very dark joke I could throw in there, but I'm not going to. Passing a bill that prohibits sex offenders from using homeless shelters, and an SO sent death threats to this politic. Because that's how you get shit like that taken off the table. Because that's how that's how you don't completely embolden people who are pushing for that bill and immediately generate a sympathy vote because you're trying to, because you're so ignorant that you can't help yourself. Have zero sympathy for sex offenders. Hey, if sex offenders want to find sympathy with us, they should just go crack open a dictionary and flip to somewhere between shit and syphilis. Straight up, just 110%.
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
So,
in traffic with fake police cars, GTA shit. Fake police cars. Oh, I didn't see this. Armed robbery in Italy attempted to pull off insane daytime heist on an armored vehicle in the middle of a highway. Oh my God! Yeah, I don't think I can pull this up on stream. I don't know if anyone got hurt in this, but they just blew up the fucking car. What do they do? Fucking slap C4 on it? What was that? That also didn't even really look like an armored truck. Looked like just a normal van. 8 gunmen were posing as police with flashing lights. They blocked the road by setting vehicles on fire. They then used explosives to breach the van and exchanged fire with Italian police. Somehow the craziest part is that no one was injured and two of the bad guys got arrested on the spot. Okay, then I guess I can pull it up if no one was injured. Look at this shit. It actually does look straight out of a movie.
Stanno rubando il furgone, guarda. Guarda, 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 guarda.
Holy shit! See the size of that fireball?
Guarda, guarda.
Just quoted me playing Requiem. Charlie just quoted me watching Requiem.
Guarda, 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 guarda.
Boom!
Guarda. Hanno rubato il furgone. Guarda. Guarda.
God damn.
That was a big one.
Hanno fatto scoppiare in diretta. Guardali, 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 guardali. Guardali, guardali.
Using a soccer mom's minivan to transport the money, I see. That's what I said. That does not really even look like an armored truck. It actually just, it looks like a normal delivery truck.
So went from dinosaurs to a transport mission in COD gone wrong real fucking quick. Dude, no doubt. No shot that wasn't some, like, improvised explosive that they slapped together and didn't realize how powerful it was. It's like that dude from the original 1960s version of The Italian Job when he accidentally puts too much in the charge and he blows the entire truck up. Is the thumbnail Alone in the Dark inspired? No, the thumbnail is Max Payne inspired. Actually, like the first Max Payne. When New York is under that endless blizzard that just seems to intensify further and further and further as the game goes on until Max kills Nicole Horn at the end. But yeah, I just imagine them testing the explosives out, and it's like that scene from the original The Italian Job when I did the playthrough of the video game off of that movie. I think it was last year, when the guy puts like too much explosive into it and blows the entire truck up, and Michael Caine just looks over at him. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Fucking love Michael Caine. The fact that he never played James Bond is a crime against humanity.
Sure they got the right van? They ended up just stealing my shoes. That's it, just a bunch of Skechers in there. So reading about this, they weren't even like a super coordinated, trained team that did this. It was just some guys. Just actually some guys. Did they get anything out of this?
Just a group of random dudes who don't know each other trying to steal shoes. Swap into black suits and they're going for diamonds, and you've basically got the plot of Reservoir Dogs. Bet you $5 there's going to be a John Wick mod for Leon and Requiem. It would not surprise me in the slightest. I'm pretty sure there's a John Wick mod for the RE4 remake. So it would not surprise me in the slightest if somebody mods in John Wick over Leon in Requiem. John Wick using a hatchet isn't out of the realm of possibilities. That is very, very true. I mean, he did use a hatchet a couple of times in the movies. He used one in 3 when he had that big scene in the antique weapons shop, and he throws, and there's like one guy still breathing, and so he just yeets that hatchet across the store at the guy's head. I want to say he used hatchets during the scene during the German nightclub scene in 4, when he was fighting all of Scott Adkins' henchmen. You need to catch up, dude. I need to rewatch those movies because I've got the whole series. I've got 1 through 4, and I've got Ballerina, which that movie deserves so much more love. Random Gamer and Rob need to hop on with us, dude. I mean, in fairness, it is the middle of work hours, so I get it. But like, if I could stream later on in the day without putting too much strain on our internet, I would. But I don't have Starlink, so I'm just not going to push it.
Well, despite blowing up the vehicle, they were unable to access the cache, according to multiple reports. That's when the firefight erupted with patrol officers. No way. Italian media reported that other drivers caught up in the ambush were also robbed as the gang made their escape. What? So they blew up this fucking truck, got nothing, and then on their way out, they just started robbing other people that just were unlucky to be in the area? They escaped by stealing cars from passing motorists to break through police roadblocks. So they escaped with no cash, and a couple of them stole vehicles. 2 of them were arrested, 2 more are at large. What a crazy plan. The guy who blew up the truck had a full-on bomb suit he stole from the police bomb unit. That's why he survived the explosion. What do you mean that's why he survived the explosion? What did he do? Just fucking have a stick of dynamite in his hand and just let it blow up on the truck with him standing there? I made the assumption that they, like, set some kind of explosive and walked away. Why would he just carry the explosive with the bomb suit on? What a fucking maniac. Gave him plus 100 defense. I mean, it worked. It's just... Wait, now I'm so, like... Watching this initially, I made the assumption that this had to be, like, a highly coordinated plan or something. Because, I mean, just look at this.
Guarda.
But now, after you told me that, I can actually see the guy running behind the van as it's blowing up. Did they not tell him they already set the explosives? Dedicated tank. Yeah, I guess, man. No one screamed danger close. Just bad
Apparently
comms,
not.
I guess. Yeah, L comms.
Danger massively fucking close. Holy shit, dude.
They didn't get the money because of protective foam mechanism foiled by foam. Oh yeah, I read that. The reason they couldn't access the money was apparently some foam system they had in the vehicle. Which, I mean, turns out foam's very effective. How much was in the truck? According to the first article I read, a lot. They didn't specify how much, but it made an explicit mention that it is a lot that these trucks carry.
There is an RPG costume. I mean, number 1, Leon. Number 2, part of the game is supposed to return to Raccoon City, so I can hardly say I'm surprised.
Which surprises me, because that does not seem to be a overly fortified truck. But it shows what I know, because this soccer mom van was able to thwart not only an explosion, but everything else that followed, so... I still can't get over this. Now that I know that this guy stole a bomb suit only to run into the bomb for fun is crazy to me.
Guarda. Hanno rubato.
He has to be deaf, right? Now, I don't know a whole lot about bomb suits, but he's gotta be deaf. They had to blow his goddamn eardrums out, right? Wile E. Coyote ass strat. Yeah, I have no idea what his thought process was there. Why steal the suit if you're not gonna use it? That's a good point. That's a good point. They went through the effort of stealing the bomb suit, god damn it, they're going to get some usage out of it. put it through its paces. Dinosaur Convention bans all paleontologists named in Epstein files out of safety of our attendees. Wait, what? We find it deplorable that some established paleontological organizations are not taking firm action, DinoCon's statement reads.
Okay, so this is what Charlie mentioned earlier, that we're just gonna Tarantino Pulp Fiction, and it's like we started here and now we're gonna go back around and we went over here in this direction and now we're just going back, making a big giant circle. Like Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction starts in a diner and ends it ends with a couple robbing a diner and ends with a couple robbing a diner. Grinding now for sure. Oh. Whoo! Ugh. Dude, the tone Nick Apostolidis is using for Leon in Requiem, because now that I've seen more cutscenes, it's like he's trying to make Leon sound older, more seasoned, more withered, and now it almost comes off as a poor man's Matt Mercer. At least that's just how I'm reading it. Or maybe I'm just being an asshole. Out here in the fields, I fight for my meals. Bow, down, 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 bow, 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 bow.
What? Oh my god, don't you fucking dare. One of these dog shit journalist sites that force you to pay just to read the rest of the article, you make me sick. DinoCon, a UK-based paleontology convention issued...
Nice to know Charlie is speaking for everybody with those types of... Oh, we're just going to give you, like, the first couple paragraphs, and then we're going to make you... And then we're not going to show you the rest of the article unless you pay for it. It's like you make your money off of ad revenue. Go fuck yourself. Hey, bet you're wondering how I got here song. Yeah. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started with shut up. I legitimately hate when movies will do that thing. You know what I'm talking about, where it starts at a point really late in the story, and then it jumps back to like X days or X hours later, and it's supposed to start the movie off with a bang and be like and immediately tickle our interest and be like, oh wow, I wonder how those and I wonder how they got there. But for me, it just reads as like the people who made the movie were just worried that what they did have for the opening was too boring, and so they tried to hook you immediately with the opening scene instead of just shooting an opening scene that actually hooks the fucking audience. Conker's Bad Fur Day sounded ass. Oh, I need to play that on the channel. I've got the ROM sitting ready to be queued up in my N64 emulator. Dude.
To a statement regarding the scientists, authors, and researchers named in the Epstein files, noting those associated with the late sex offender were officially banned from the annual event. How many paleontologists were named in the Epstein files? I must have missed that. While the convention statement did not name the individuals, the Monday announcement made it clear DinoCon would not tolerate their presence at the July event. We at DinoCon take the safety of our attendees, speakers, and staff very seriously. As a result of the release of half the Epstein files, it has come to light that a select number of scientists, authors, and researchers relevant to the field of paleontology allegedly engaged in correspondence with members of the Epstein organization after the convictions of Jeffrey Epstein.
Started 5 years ago. There were characters telling another to off themselves, and for reasons I never went back. I mean, fair enough. And I say this as someone who who did struggle with suicidal thoughts in high school. fair enough. But if you haven't seen it, don't watch the extended cut of Deadpool 2. Because you know how Deadpool like loses Vanessa and then just in the theatrical version he just blows himself up? Well, in the extended cut of Deadpool 2, there's a suicide montage. A whole ass montage of Deadpool trying to off himself and completely failing. That is, and the climax punchline of the whole scene is him igniting the match and tossing it into all that gasoline. Ironically, that doesn't bother. Probably, you know what? Actually, now I can see where that wouldn't bother you because it's Deadpool. I mean, I hate sex scenes in movies, and the sex montage from the first movie doesn't bother me because it's Deadpool. It's the gag. The whole gag is what makes it. As much as I don't like sex scenes in movies, because I always think they're just pointless filler. But anyway.
We want to state that all respective individuals are banned from our events. I mean, that's it. Hey, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Had no idea there was paleontologists named in the Epstein files. Additionally, we find it deplorable that some established paleontological organizations are not taking firm action to protect their members in light of these allegations. As such, executive committee members from organizations that are not issuing public bans to these individuals are also banned from our events. We do not tolerate those who allow this behavior to go unchallenged within our community. Wow. Actually doing more than like half of everything else out there. You have to remember that Stephen Hawking was a regular. Epstein saw himself as an intellectual trying to unite the smartest people in the world. That's a really good point. I guess maybe I just don't know a ton of paleontologists. So it was not easy to recognize them. But that is a good point, yeah. I just looked it up. Apparently one of the biggest names is Jack Horner, a famous paleontologist who even worked on Jurassic Park. So it would seem. Scientist Jack Horner linked to Jeffrey Epstein in newly released DOJ files.
Things have gotten so much...
That's fucked up. Then again, being named in the Epstein files doesn't necessarily mean you were attached to his crimes. I mean, there are people whose names were in the What'd you miss? Well, apparently there's some paleontologists who are named in the Epstein files, and so those people got banned from DinoCon. One of whom was a paleontologist who was an advisor on Jurassic Park. Here's the thing. Here's my thing. I've been sitting here, but Charlie cut off so abruptly. I mean, that's just how it ended. I guess that's just how it ended. So here's my thing. Just because your name is in the Epstein files doesn't necessarily mean you're a shitty person. I mean, Trump's name is in the files, not because he was an Epstein regular or an Epstein Island aficionado, but because Epstein fucking hated Donald Trump because he could not flip Donald Trump, because he could not corrupt Donald Trump. And Michael Jackson's name is in those files, but Michael Jackson never went to Epstein's Island. And Michael Jackson was not a part of that club. It refused to be a part of that club, which is why they smeared him so aggressively to try to make him look like a child predator, because covering their own asses. I mean, Tom Cruise's name is in there just because Epstein was wanted to pay like a X amount of tickets to see one of Tom Cruise's movies on premiere night in like one of like the good seats at whatever theater it was premiering at. As far as we can tell, like Tom Cruise has never been affiliated with Epstein. As far as we can tell, you say Macaulay from the Island. That is true. I did see that. He did say Macaulay Culkin from the Isle. Michael Jackson, wanted nothing to do with Epstein. Mel Gibson, nothing to do with Epstein. Trump. As soon as he found out exactly what Epstein was, banned him from Mar-a-Lago, banned him from all Trump properties, and got the FBI on him. This is the crypto guy who tried to sue Tozy. The title of the video is Crypto Millionaire Who Sued Me Just Lost Lawsuit for $2,828,000. Whoo!
Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
Fucking oof! Mel Gibson as Wolverine in the 80s, bro! Dude, Mel as Wolverine, Mel would have fucking crushed it as Wolverine in the 80s. But anyway.
Things have gotten so much worse for the crypto millionaire who sued me a few years ago, as he's now just lost a $2.8 million defamation lawsuit. And it seems like he's the prime example of you really get the energy that you put back out into the world. Like, dude's been a scumbag for years, and it's really catching up to him. And if you don't know who this guy is, yeah, I feel like this is kind of like walking into a theater halfway through the 9th movie of Star Wars when you know nothing about the series. Is it safe to say a lot's happened?
Do I have your attention now? Do I have it?
But BitBoy Crypto used to be the largest crypto channel. He shilled a whole bunch of tokens to his fans, and a whole bunch of them went to zero. A lot of these were not disclosed as paid promotions, but, you know, during this time, Ben was essentially at the top of the crypto world. His channel was pulling in millions of views. His YouTube ad revenue alone was bringing in like 40 grand a month. But also, on top of everything, the income of his paid promotions was leaked. And then we found out that he was charging $40,000 for a YouTube feature, $20,000 for a single tweet, and $10,000 to mention something in a Telegram group. And not too long after that, I ended up calling him a scumbag publicly, showing a bunch of projects that completely failed after he promoted them, saying there's no way they could go down or go to zero. So he decided to sue me.
So I just got some stuff for you.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It's a box.
I don't need it.
Well, you've been served early.
What are you doing? So yeah, I have officially been sued. I then raised a whole bunch of money from you guys in the crypto community to fight him.
Somehow it looks 10 years older since the lawsuit happened and failed. Bro! And that's putting it mildly.
In court. It's actually so insane, but we raised over 200 grand in something like 24 hours. So he then dropped the lawsuit because I guess he realized this wasn't going to financially damage me as much as he thought so. So I then refunded everyone who donated because there is no longer a lawsuit to pay for, and I barely had any costs from this. So I refunded everyone because you guys bailed me out. Thank you guys so much for helping me call out scammers. You know, apes strong together, or whatever they say. Because there was a second there where I thought me making this video on him was going to cost me some years of income. But from there, he promoted project after project, Distex, Hex, SafeMoon, his own Ben token, and then a large portion of them either, you know, imploded or got tagged as scams somewhere down the line. But in August of 2023, his own company removed him from the BitBoy brand entirely. Hit Network cited substance abuse, erratic behavior, and money problems coming from Ben. And days after that, he live streamed himself pulling up to his former colleague's house, demanding his Lamborghini back, and then gets arrested on camera while thousands of people watch live. And then we also found out that he was with his mistress, who just like a week or two before this incident, he made an entire apology video with his now ex-wife sitting beside him going, "I'm sorry for cheating, I'm never gonna cheat again." Yeah, it was really bad. This is like hands down one of the craziest live streams that have ever gone down on YouTube.com. And then on top of that, apparently the Lambo might have never been his to begin with.
This is where Carlos lives, guys. I am live streaming from Carlos's house. Carlos has my Lamborghini right here in his garage. I'm gonna be live streaming, and I'm gonna be telling the entire story of.
I'm gonna be live streaming. I'm gonna be telling the entire story. Bro, get some fucking cardio in. This is coming from a fat fuck who barely does cardio, dude. Rage makes you out of breath. Especially when you're fat! Homie more strung out than Jack Doherty post-McLaren crash. Dude needs to sit his $5 ass down before Tozy makes change.
Carlos Diaz. Who Carlos Diaz is. I'm going to be talking about all the people he's affiliated with. I'm going to be talking about how he got into my building. I'm going to talk about all of it. I'm not scared of you, Carlos! Sorry, I reached too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Put your phone down. Okay. Okay. I'll put the phone down. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Put the phone down.
Put the fanny pack down.
Okay.
What's going on?
What's going on? This man inside of this house.
Actually, he's gonna check you real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the weapons.
I'm sorry. I have a. Okay. Yep. No weapons.
But in 2024, regulators at the CFTC opened a formal investigation into 15 projects that he promoted over the years. And last year, as I covered in my last video, he had a full legal and mental breakdown. He fired...
Where's the Chinese food guy to call this guy a fat fuck? You're here 4 hours! Why you here 4 hours? Why you have spare rib? You're so big! Eat vegetable! Eat broccoli! You scare my wife! Where's the... There it is.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. China is asshole.
The white guy at the doorbell came with a Chinese accent. Was actually crazy. Oh, I've never seen that video. See, you say that, if for some reason my brain just flew over to the John Panette bit. Hello, you order Chinese food? I gotta do that. I gotta do that like South Park. Hello, you order Chinese food?
And last year, as I covered in my last video, he had a full legal and mental breakdown. He fired his attorneys and decided to handle his own court cases, which led to him sending threatening messages to a sitting judge in Georgia. He gets picked up in Florida on a warrant tied to those messages, spends 106 days in jail, and then gets arrested a second time back in Georgia on charges involving harassing phone calls. So, I mean, this is just a brutal look. But this is the situation as it stands right now. Ben Armstrong has completely disappeared from the internet. His last live stream on his BitBoy X channel was on December 19th, and after that, every single platform just went dark. No videos, no tweets, no streams. The guy used to go live like 5 times a week. Now it's been complete radio silence since then. And I guess given everything that was happening around at the time, it's safe to say that the timing of that disappearance was not really a coincidence. And that's where we arrive at February 2026, when the Kevin O'Leary lawsuit comes to its conclusion. So I also brought up the Kevin O'Leary lawsuit at the end of my last video, but the case wasn't fully closed yet. Now, it is. So I'll just walk through the whole thing from the top. In March of 2025, Ben spent roughly a week on Twitter going after Kevin O'Leary, you know, the guy from Shark Tank, and accusing him of essentially ending someone's life. And the basis of all of this was, I guess, a boating accident that happened back in 2019, where O'Leary, his wife, and some others were on a boat that collided with another one in the dark. and 2 people aboard the other vessel ended up passing away. And what the legal record says happened is that Kevin O'Leary was a passenger. He wasn't anywhere near the controls. And he was also never investigated nor charged. His wife Linda was the one who was charged with careless operation of a vessel. But after a full 13-day trial, she was acquitted, as the court found that the other boat had been running with no lights on. However, none of that mattered to Ben, as he just made post after post claiming that O'Leary had paid millions of dollars to keep the whole thing quiet. And when that wasn't enough, he took it further and posted O'Leary's personal cell phone number publicly, telling his followers to call Kevin O'Leary because he was someone who's involved in a real-life murder. That's crazy. So O'Leary testified they had to block over 100 numbers from strangers, couldn't just switch to a new phone number because of how many legitimate contacts already had his old one, and he had to restructure his day-to-day security arrangements with different routes, different studio entrances, and then on top of that, spending $200,000 more a year in security costs. So O'Leary filed a suit on March 26, 2020.
The Shark Tank guy, I guess. I mean, I don't watch Shark Tank. I've heard the name Kevin O'Leary before. Comments are mostly Chinese and Asian people praising him for his accurate accent. Dude, why would you... Dude.
25. And Ben was personally served 2 days later on the 28th, and his window to respond closed on April 18th. And unfortunately, they just didn't hear a response from Ben whatsoever. This is really reminding me of the entire TikTok psychic lawsuit. But the court then extended the deadline to May 2nd after Ben wrote in saying that he was in jail in Georgia. But that date also passed without a response from him. So as a result, a default was formally entered against him on May 6th. So then, a damage hearing was scheduled for October 30th, 2025. Ben was notified, but he also didn't appear. And then he made one last effort to unwind the whole situation, arguing that being incarcerated and managing serious mental health issues had made it impossible for him to engage with the case. So the court went through the timeline. Essentially, there was a whole year of Ben receiving notice after notice and him doing absolutely nothing about it. And then you have, Kevin O'Leary's reputation at stake. He's being called a murderer and being harassed. So, if nothing happened, what's going to happen to Kevin?
So I'm confused too. Boat accident. I guess Kevin O'Leary was driving one of the boats. One of the boats had its lights off. BitBoy and his wife were on the other boat. 2 people on the boat they hit ended up dying. 6-7. I don't know if I'm even doing the meme right. I think the summary is that BitBoy's retarded. I think that's the summary here.
And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you're not retarded at all? And if you close your eyes...
Yeah, I'll slang one more time. I'll play Kurt Cobain Simulator. Dude, honestly, I don't get the 6-7 meme. And I hate it specifically because I don't get it. But that's just me.
It's just not fair, which is why you don't point at someone and go, oh, that person killed someone. So on February 13, 2026, Judge Beth Bloom out of the Southern District of Florida made it official. Ben Armstrong owed Kevin O'Leary $2.8 million. And
I wasn't going to make a David Carradine Simulator joke with the recent passing of Robert. Hey, fair enough, dude. You know what pisses me off is I don't have any of the Revenge of the Nerds movies. And none of them are streaming, which is bullshit.
And the breakdown works out to about $750,000 in emotional distress damages, $78,000 in reputational harm, and $2 million in punitive damages. And once again, BitBoy was not present for any of that. Now, how did it actually get to this point? That's what I keep asking myself. Because how did he go from essentially the biggest crypto YouTube channel, making millions upon millions of dollars a year, to now being completely broke and now in massive debt because he owes Kevin O'Leary $2.8 million. This just goes to show you have to stay clear from substances. You have to take care of your mental health. And you
blame Zaslav, dude. The sheer amount of shit that deserves to be flung David Zaslav's way is immeasurable.
You can't be an absolute scumbag to innocent people because clearly the world has a way of returning its energy. It seems like what comes around goes around. And unfortunately, what many people are saying is it just seems like Ben couldn't engage with the lawsuit in any meaningful way because he just isn't operating at a functional level right now. And I agree with it. It's really sad to see. I am honestly not amused whatsoever by this outcome because despite him trying to literally destroy my life for calling him out for being a scammer, I still wouldn't wish this upon anyone. Like the outcome of his personal life situation, he absolutely deserved being backhanded for calling someone a murderer when there's zero real proof that they murdered anyone. And I also wanted to address something from my last video. I said that Ben was potentially facing up to 15 years in prison based on the threats that he made towards the judge. And at the time, that was where things appeared to be heading. But I also said in a side note that the court might actually decide that he wasn't mentally competent when he made those threats. Now, apparently, that second scenario seemed to be closer to what actually happened, as there doesn't appear to be an active case around the judge threats anymore. But there are still unresolved legal issues in his life, the harassment charge.
That is one of the whole, he's not mentally competent to stand trial. He's not, that plus question mark means he's not mentally competent to understand the gravity of his actions and face the consequences of his actions. If he's not mentally, my philosophy is if a person is that fucked, why would anyone threaten the judge of all people? Right? That's what I'm thinking. If you're not mentally competent to stand trial, then you are also not mentally competent to be let out into society. Yeah, I get that the insane asylums were a hotbed of neglect and abuse. The way to fix that wasn't to completely get rid of them, it was to overhaul the system. But the people who make our laws just squirrels. That's all I say. Just squirrels running around upstairs.
Charges that are still active that seem to be centering TJ Shed, one of his previous business partners. But as of right now, he's not facing 15 years in prison anymore. But regardless, that doesn't change the fact that he now legally owes a dude $2.8 million. So if there's a lesson from this, don't be a scumbag and don't accuse random people of committing murder when there's zero proof. Whether he pays it or not, that'll be interesting to see though. But yeah, that's the story. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys.
Kason, he's hitting you with his toy because he wants to play.
As in tomorrow's video. Peace.
I want to stat this video.
Okay, before we move on, I just added something to the watch later, and I'm going to bring it up. As a palate cleanser. And Kason, let me see how this looks in the... Alright, it looks good enough. It looked good enough. Okay, so, as per Kason's contribution to the stream, this is the original Chinese food delivery guy. Oh boy.
Hello? You order Chinese food? Oh, we got our food here. It's cold outside. Oh, you fat fuck. You got egg roll, you got dumplings, spare ribs, you got everything. Everything!
He sounds like a South Park character. I love that. I fucking love that. I'm gonna watch it again. That's beautiful.
Hello? You order Chinese food? Oh, we got our food here. It's cold outside. Oh, you fat fuck. You got egg roll. You got dumplings, spare ribs. You got everything. Everything.
Use the rope toy that has hard knots as a medieval flail. Oh, in the shin. Oh, that sucks. All right. Next up, we got August the Duck. The video was called Imagine Thinking You're This Important. I can already tell you this person's got worms for brains. Literally used his orange bone as a club. Oh, dogs. We love them, but they pester us. Oh boy. I have a feeling I'm going to lose IQ points with this video.
I want to stat this video by saying I appreciate you and I love you. And you're gonna want to sit down for this video.
Guys, I have some pretty bad news, so you're probably gonna want to sit down before we get into this one,
Nope, I am gonna be standing up. I am gonna be standing up just out of spite.
Because there's going to be a lot for you to hear. Okay, actually, this doesn't feel right. Give me 1 second, all right? Much better. Ladies and gentlemen, today you're going to have to watch an influencer who is convinced that she is the most important person on planet Earth to everybody make a complete fool of herself because she is out of touch with her audience. And maybe just like reality in general, but we can decide that together. Guys, parasocial relationships are getting worse, and I'm not just saying that just to say it. Going out of your way to not only establish, but also to exploit a parasocial relationship has just sort of become the meta when it comes to being a popular influencer on the internet these days. Not to be on my anti-Drake shit, sorry Aubrey, but as a person with a few friends in the industry, these influencer management companies will literally tell you, hey, you need to make your audience feel like they know you and that they're your friend because that's how you sell stuff. But something interesting is happening. For the longest time, parasocial relationships were parasocial. They were one-sided. They were a person in somebody's audience thinking that they know a content creator, that they know an influencer, when in reality they have no clue who they really are, and that influencer doesn't even know that they exist. But I feel like so many influencers these days are playing into the whole parasocial shit so heavy that they themselves, the person actively exploiting the parasocial relationship, begin to forget that it's not a real friendship. And I feel like we have a very good example of that today. There's a TikToker named Michaela Nogueira, and I'm sure that many of you know her from a video where she says Kim Kardashian funny.
Kim Kardashian.
Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just out of the loop, but for a while that's all I really knew her for. At least that was until a few days ago when I came across the TikTok that she uploaded to announce to her audience that her and her husband would be getting a divorce. And holy shit, it's so bad. Out of touch does not even really begin to describe it, and it's honestly one of the worst examples I have ever seen from an influencer of inflated self-importance. It's truly awful, but you're not going to understand unless I just show you, so let's begin. Please subscribe.
I want to stat this video by saying I appreciate you and I love you. And you're gonna want to sit down for this video.
8 seconds in and things are already comically bad, holy shit. The idea of feeling like you need to tell your audience that you love them and you care about them before announcing that you and your husband, a husband I'll add that it seems like most of your audience did not even know existed, were getting divorced, is insane. Genuinely, it's psychotic. She's a person that people watch on TikTok for funny makeup videos, and she's treating this as if she's sitting down to tell her child that her and the father are splitting up and getting a divorce.
I am getting a divorce. Take a minute. Take it in. I am getting a divorce.
Oh my god, how do you end up like this? What kind of headspace do you have to be in to think that random people on the internet care about you this much? Take a minute, take it in. Nobody gives a single fuck, Michaela, I promise.
Cody and I...
Is she saying stab or start? She's saying start, but she has a fun... She's saying start, but she has a funny accent, so it sounds like stat. She looks like a Barbie doll. I just get that vibe. Somebody... She looks like somebody took a Barbie doll and just covered it in, like, spray tan. and then put all it. Somebody took a Barbie doll, took all the clothes off of it, just coated it in like a spray tan thing, and then put all the clothes. More plastic than my dog's toy, dude. To quote Mel Gibson, "There's more plastic than Cher."
I love each other so much. We love each other so much.
No, we don't.
We would do literally anything for each other. I want you to know that. I'm not going to be sharing any details whatsoever as to why Cody and I have made this decision. The main reason I am doing that is because I want to protect Cody.
Then honestly, why even talk about it? She's gonna go on to say stuff like, please don't speculate, please don't start rumors, please don't bring this into consideration. It's like, I think that's exactly what you want here. Nobody makes a video like this unless you're trying to stir the pot and get people talking about it. It's the same thing as that Ned Fulmer and Ariel podcast. This could have been an Instagram post. But instead, you sit down, you make sure your lighting's perfect, you make sure your makeup's perfect, you ask your audience to please not have a heart attack over what you're about to tell them. You say, please don't speculate, please don't bring up addiction, please don't even talk about this. It's like, come on, we're not stupid.
Cody deserves that.
I feel like anybody who unironically watches somebody with this level of self-importance absolutely does think like that. There's more air there. I'm just gonna just the way she thinks that this matters to absolutely anyone. Her head is so inflated. Jackie Chan used it to fly around the world in 80 days. Period.
We both want to heal. Cody deserves to be happy. Cody deserves to be happy. So do I. This is an extremely shit.
This ain't it. Yeah, you ain't lying. This really ain't it.
Cody deserves to be happy. So do I. This is an extremely shitty thing. No one gets married to get a divorce. Absolutely no one. But what I can tell you is that this is very amicable. We talk every day. He comes over for dinner. He sees the dogs. Cody and I were together for 5 years, married for 2. And they are some of the best memories of my life. Memories that I will cherish forever. And I do not regret a single thing, nor does Cody.
It's always kind of interesting to me when people talk about stuff like this in this manner, and it's normally divorce. It's like, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. It was the best time of my life. I don't regret any of it. He's
not that big of an August fan after the Gideon thing. Honestly, August's content is really hit and miss for me. Like, when the whole Renee Good and Alex Pretty thing was all over the news, he was on here like, the U.S. government is murdering its own citizens, and it's like, not if you. Admittedly, I didn't watch the video, so I wasn't sure if that was just clickbait or not. But just on the surface, just from a surface level perspective, they kind of. Those two went up to Minneapolis explicitly to. I just don't think pred catching should be banned from YouTube. I mean, it shouldn't be, but too many people. But at the same time, too many people do it for the wrong reasons. They're doing it They're doing it for the clicks and the attention. They're not doing it because they actually want to get predators off the street. It shouldn't be banned on YouTube, but it should be done. It should not be done the way that most predator catcher channels do it. But jumping back to what I was saying about Renee Good and Alex Pretty, those two went up to Minneapolis with the explicit purpose of disrupting federal operations. And when you fuck with law enforcement, sometimes you end up in a position that you don't want to be in, and sometimes you end up in a condition that you don't want to be in. Like the people who exposed EDP. Gideon actually gets arrested. Also, EDP was naming guns in his video threatening Gideon. Sounded like he was naming Fortnite guns. Yeah. Facts, thank you, Random Gamer. It's like, what happened to Renee Good and Alex Pretty is tragic and it shouldn't have happened, but at the same time, nobody is responsible. The only two people who are responsible for what happened to Alex Pretty and Renee Good are Alex Pretty and Renee Good. Period, point blank, end of story. No, the U.S. government was not the U.S. government was not targeting and just executing its own citizens. They pushed those two pushed the boundaries of fuck around and find out. But, you know, there are some content creators that we like that unfortunately do have TDS. And I know Charlie is one of them, and I know and I think Alex is one of them. I won't hold that against them. Nobody is perfect. God knows I have my own biases and prejudices. Neutral on this stuff, because if I say what I think, I'll piss off both sides. I mean, the only I don't care who I piss off, just as long as I say what I actually think. Life is too short to put on a plastic smile and pretend that you actually agree with people when they say stupid, retarded shit. What do you think? We've been friends for almost 15 years? Exactly. Moving on.
My best friend, we see each other every day, we're still so in love. It's like, okay, then why are you getting divorced? Like, it just makes it seem like you're not really telling the full story, and like, that's fine, you don't have to, but again, why even talk about it in the first place? This could have been an Instagram post.
To drum up views and clicks, probably.
I know there is going to be so much speculation as to why Cody and I are getting a divorce. But I want to guarantee you that no amount of speculation, no one claiming they know why we're getting a divorce, no video from a T page or a drama channel knows why Cody and I made this decision. The only people that know why Cody and I made this decision is Cody and I. I just want to make that very, very clear. And one thing I want to ask is, Cody and I are in this together. And I see a lot of times when people get a divorce or separate, people try to pit people against each other, pick sides. I'm asking you not to do that.
So again, like I said earlier,
I literally don't know who the fuck she is, and I promise you, like 5 minutes after this video, after we move from this video to the next, I'm still gonna have no clue who the fuck she is. I mean, I know who BitBoy is, because I've been following Atozi's channel long enough. But, lady, why act like you're that important to literally anyone? I already forgot what content August says she does. What does she do? Makeup tutorials? I don't know. Every time I look back at her, I feel like I just hear Bruce Willis in The Last Boy Scout talking about talking to his wife about Danielle Harris. He's like, Christ, Sarah, you wear so much makeup, she looks like a goddamn raccoon. I come in the house and think, Christ, it's a burglar. I almost shot her twice. You're not funny, and all the girls at her school will make up. Yeah, I'm sure all those girls at that school don't put it on with a paint sprayer. Great, now I just want to go rewatch Last Boy Scout. That movie is so underrated. It's one of the most underrated buddy action movies of the 90s.
earlier, I feel like this TikTok was made for the sole purpose of causing speculation because it doesn't really seem like anybody cares. Like I mentioned earlier, I was going through some TikToks and some Reddit threads, and it seems like the general consensus, at least amongst the casual viewer, is that a lot of people didn't even really realize that she had a husband. Like, nobody cares that much. Which makes her opening this video like she's about to have to tell her kid that they're gonna have 2 Christmases from now on, and her begging her audience not to speculate even more silly. It's like I doubt people would have even noticed if he just stopped showing up in videos.
Cody and I are in this together. Please don't pull us apart. Second thing I'm gonna ask is Cody and I have been very open about his struggles with addiction. And I'm going to ask you if you can please leave that out of the conversation. They are 2 separate things. It is had enough as it is to be an addict and to struggle to stay sober.
Okay, so again, I feel like saying something like this in this specific context is just kind of weird. And I mean, I understand why she'd want to, but when you're framing the video in the way that she chose to, it's like, what are we doing? You're not going to tell us why you and your husband are getting a divorce, but you will tell us every reason that you didn't? It's like, is this just a fun process of elimination game for your viewer? Like, seriously, if you're going to go through every reason that people can think of and be like, it's not that, and you're really not trying to cause speculation, you really don't want people talking about this, just say why you got a divorce. The easiest way to prevent speculation is to not make there a need to be any. Like, this is stupid.
What happens now?
Isn't that what I said earlier? Well, not quite what I said earlier, but she's trying to get people talking. She's trying to draw attention to herself. She's trying to get engagement. She's trying to get more comments of people trying to speculate what is happening. She's being intentionally vague. And I feel like I'm losing math skills the longer she talks because her accent is just that droning.
Well, the reason I'm pretty put together in this video is because we made this decision last year. And I've spent the last few months processing this, a lot of crying, a lot of talking to family, friends, therapy, everything you can think of, to get to a place where I can make this video. Now I heal.
Okay, so look, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that she doesn't need to heal. I don't think anybody's really going to fully enjoy getting a divorce, but saying this is a bit ironic considering the content that she followed all this up with, which we'll look at briefly once we're done with this TikTok.
I just want you to know that I appreciate the support that you have shown Cody and I over the last 5 years. You guys rooted for my relationship and my marriage so hard, and I appreciate it so much. Cody and I are both terrified. We're entering a completely new chapter of our lives, an unexpected chapter, and we're embracing it. And even if it's terrifying, it's exciting too.
At this point, I feel...
She sounds like in about 20 years she's going to sound like she's going to turn into Harvey Firestein. Just, oh my god, remember that time I made a TikTok for getting a divorce and was intentionally vague about it for no reason except to get engagement? Sounds like a female from Yoda Species. She sounds like Marge Simpson's sisters. Oh my god, darling. That turtleneck sweater is so last fall.
Like we're just trying to hit every single buzzword. It's like, do you even know how you feel about this, Michaela? Maybe you don't. Like, maybe you haven't fully processed it yet, and you shouldn't have made this video yet. That'd be normal. But it's like everything you say on how you feel about the fact that you're getting a divorce, you will immediately contradict right after you say it. Like, I've never been married, so maybe I can't speak on this, but I feel like the situation as you're describing, kind of crazy to describe it as exciting. Like, you were with a person that you love, you're still super close to, there's no hard feelings, you don't regret anything about the relationship. Parts of that relationship were the best moments of your life. But there's this like secret thing that nobody can know about that led to you guys getting divorced. It's like that feels like something that will be described as disappointing, because if everything was really so perfect, but you just couldn't make it work, I don't know, that just doesn't seem like something you'd be super thrilled about.
Listen, sometimes life has different plans for you. And Cody and I have both accepted that. So what happens now is nothing. I have been going through this with Cody for the past few months. Shit's tough. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot of emotions, but I'm still gonna show up every day. And I'm still gonna do my cute little Valentine's Day videos I do every year, and nothing really changing on the work side. I'm still gonna be creating my beauty content and my makeup content, but I just want you to know I'm still here.
Of course you are. As a person who does content creation for a living, I really dislike how most content creators make this sort of lifestyle seem, because oh my god, it's the easiest fucking job in the world. It really is. You get to be your own boss, you get to basically do whatever you want to do, you get to talk about or make whatever you want to make. But that doesn't stop YouTubers, influencers, streamers, whatever it might be, from trying to convince their audience that this shit is like working on an oil rig. Of course you're gonna show up because it's your job. I don't know, it's just funny to me that being an influencer is not only the easiest job on the planet, but it's also the only job where if you aren't feeling like 100% all of the time, it's supposed to be socially acceptable for everyone around you to be like, take as much time as you need. Just stop working. It's like, why is that not the sort of mindset we have towards jobs that actually matter? Anyways, that's pretty much the entirety of that video, and like I said, the content that followed after this one was uploaded just felt kind of weird. The first thing that she uploaded after this, like she mentioned, was a bunch of Valentine's Day TikToks, and she's talking about how excited she is, how this is the first time she's like finally getting to be alone on Valentine's Day in years. And it's just like, are we supposed to think that this is like a big sad time for you and you're terrified, or like what's going on? Like, again, it's just sort of hard for me to believe that this is the most amicable divorce ever, but at the same time, when it's not even finalized yet, you're talking about how excited you are to finally be alone on Valentine's Day again. It's just like, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Anyways, all of this has caused quite a bit of controversy for Michaela, as you could probably imagine. When this was uploaded, the reception was probably just about what you'd expect. People were saying a lot of the same things that I am, just like, what are you doing? Why are you framing it this way? Why do you think people care this much? Do you want people to care this much? Because if you do, that's also weird. Like, what is your angle here? Because none of this makes sense.
For views and clicks and engagement. That's why she's doing it this way.
And ever since that TikTok was uploaded and the reception was obviously not what she was expecting, every single video since has had its comments disabled. She hasn't addressed it again. And it feels pretty safe to say that this all did not really play out the way.
Oh! Was somebody getting ratioed in the comments? Was somebody getting shat on in the comments? Was somebody getting their shit pushed in the comments? You get what you fucking deserve, you brain dead bitch.
That Michaela seemed to have been hoping that it would. Which is good, honestly. Really, I do hope that 2026 is a year where we can start sort of reversing a lot of the bullshit that has become so normalized when it comes to content creation and, like, influencer audience interaction. I was being serious in the beginning when I said that these influencer agencies are literally telling people, create parasocial relationships, make it weird, make it personal, get them obsessed with you. And I hope that audiences are able to start kind of wisening up to that, because it's getting worse, and the more that it's like a focus for people who are being managed, and the more that it just spreads into being a profitable meta, the worse things are gonna get. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, this is one of those things where I don't even think this should have been like a TikTok to begin with. Once again, referencing back to the whole Ned Fulmer Ariel situation, why not an Instagram post? Why not just a quick explanation to the people who actually do care, instead of pretending that anybody who's ever heard of you needs to know of everything that is going on in your personal life all of the time. Crazy concept, I know, still in its early stages, we'll get there. But like, seriously, it'd be a completely different thing if she was just like, hey guys, just want to let you know in case you don't see him moving forward, me and Cody have decided to get a divorce. Don't worry, there's no hard feelings, it's amicable, we're good, just want to let you guys know. Completely different story, nobody's upset, no YouTube videos are being made. But when you started off by saying, I love you, you should sit down, take a deep breath, it's like, holy fuck, you cannot think you're that important to random people. surely. If you do, you need to get that figured out. So that's not normal. So yeah.
Either she does, or if we really do have we really do now have agencies who manage content creators. Maybe her agent thought putting that out was a good idea. It is a possibility. It is a possibility. Alrighty. And now from that dumb bullshit, we haven't had Decoy on the channel in a while. And he's got some thoughts on the current state of New York City. And I'm sure this is going to be very interesting coming from a California resident. Personally, as an Illinois native who is now a Missouri resident, I think NYC is cooked and has been cooked since Rudy Giuliani stopped being the mayor of New York City. Because now it's just one big shit pile of a trash fire. Literally. So the video is called NYPD Just Left.
New York's new mayor basically called open season on NYPD, as apparently you can send the police to the hospital with zero fear of arrest, as a recent blizzard brought down 2 feet of snow, to which the responding police were immediately pelted by snowballs by a quickly growing mob of unemployed behavior.
Oh, and of course, New York City is one of those places where cops are not allowed to actually enforce the law, because the whole city is run by retards. I would say communists, but they're sort of one and the same.
NBG on the scene shows us they were actually being assaulted. With Freedom News seeing PD trying to OC spray their way out of there. Eventually needing to full-on retreat from the growing mobs of EBT.
Mobs of EBT, that's a wild one. I mean, cops already don't get paid anywhere near enough for the shit they have to deal with on a daily basis. And now anybody who wears the badge in NYC now is basically forced to work under a mayor who actively wants them who actively wants them gone. I mean, the founders put that amendment in the Constitution. No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. But you know what I'm getting at. But let's not go there. him over. Run him over. Stand in the street, run him over. Well, I called the stream Low IQ Storms for a reason. I'm pretty sure if you took the entire collective IQ of every individual in that unemployed, in that EBT mafia, it still would not be able to break 40. See that one guy with his arm up? His pants are so far down his ass, he's pretty much begging to be... He's basically begging to have his plumbing filled. That's the kind of the education level you've got running rampant up there. Reasons I stay in the Midwest for 200, Alex.
Even though snowball fights seem insignificant, it's insane that they felt safe in attacking armed coppers, as reportedly several officers were injured, actually sending some of them to the hospital, with the Fed saying there needs to be prosecutions.
If some of those cops were hit hard enough to be sent to the hospital, that means that some of those snowballs had stones inside of them. That unequivocally is assault of an officer, and should be prosecuted. But for whatever reason, the whole city is run by retards.
And even though NYPD called for assistance in identifying some of these attackers...
But, I mean, in all fairness, you get what you fucking voted for, New York. You elected this. Now you can sit with the consequences of your own stupidity. Fuck New York. The NYPD is aware of certain videos taken earlier today in Washington Square Park showing individuals attacking cops. I want to be very clear, the behavior depicted is disgraceful and it is criminal. Our detectives are investigating this matter. I mean, you've got their faces on camera in 4K. I'm sure they have a record as long as my arm. At least more than a few of them might.
The police commissioner stated there was...
And that's not racism, it's profiling. There is a difference.
Investigations, the governor brushed it off as unacceptable, with Mayor Mamdani basically saying nothing, only to later suggest no charges.
From the videos that I've seen, it looks like a snowball fight. I think that there were two officers...
Well, from the video I've seen, it looks like there's a turd in a suit standing at this podium.
Who...
And I don't mean turd metaphorically, I mean I'm looking at an actual feces in a suit and tie.
Were facing lacerations on...
that has somehow gained sentience and is now capable of speaking and being elected to the mayoral office of a major metropolis.
Looks like a snowball fight. I think that there were two officers who were facing lacerations on their face.
Call for prosecution of those who pelted them?
Look, I've seen the videos of this snowball fight. I think that it was a snowball fight.
The NYPD says no arrests have been made.
Again, basically shrugging it off.
Police department put out 4 pictures of people they're looking for, saying that they may have assaulted police officers. I wonder what your reaction to that is, if you think that they should be prosecuted if they're caught, and if you've talked to the police commissioner about that.
So I stay in regular touch with my police commissioner, and I appreciate the work that she's doing. You know, I've said time and time again that having seen these videos, to me it was a snowball fight that got out of hand.
practically saying nothing stops them from doing it again.
Said that what I saw was a snowball fight. It should be treated accordingly. It was one that got out of hand, but that's what it was. Thank you.
So, Mr. Mayor, are you willing to revise your statement regarding the snowball fight, given that this was not exactly a friendly back and forth snowball fight? The police that were there were not throwing any snowballs. They were getting pelted themselves. And number two, have you considered or would you consider banning these crowdsourcing events because they can and sometimes do get out of hand?
No, he won't. No, you know he fucking won't.
I'm not going to be banning snowball fights or organized snowball fights.
As New York police...
But he is going to defund his own law enforcement apparatus and turn it and basically... I would not be the least bit surprised if by the end of this man's mayoral run, but by the end of this man's term in office, Escape from New York is a reality. It would not surprise me in the slightest bit.
Now know, your boss sees no issue with you getting sent to the hospital. What should be no surprise from the guy that previously thought cops crying is nature healing. And as much as it sucks to be NYPD under Mamdani, it's actually much worse to be a defenseless citizen under Mamdani. As when the police don't feel empowered enough to defend themselves from attacks, what makes you think they'd do more for random strangers than themselves? As all these idiots forget, defunding the police really means empower the predators. As Maryland is a prime example of what happens when the cops are too terrified to enforce the law.
Yeah, you basically get the purge all day, every day.
New video showing the moment a masked mob attacked a police cruiser in Maryland. The incident taking place during a chaotic street takeover over the weekend. As
where the fuck is Mac Bolan and Frank Castle when you need them?
Agitators blocked traffic in all directions, while others performed high-speed donuts in their cars.
As previously, citizens were afraid to speed in front of the cops, but deep blue cities now look more like GTA 6 than America. And it's not like once these EBT tribes defeat the police, they suddenly become law-abiding citizens, incapable of assault, and go back to their office jobs in accounting. No. Once they realize there aren't any consequences, they'll go on to victimize the same idiots who voted to castrate the coppers, cried away their own two-way rights, demanded unlimited amounts of unvetted individuals get free housing in their own neighborhoods, and always appear incredibly fragile and defenseless.
You, the assholes who voted for the soft on crime lawmakers who made this a reality. And then, when your living situation in the place that you voted to fuck up completely becomes so unlivable that you have to pack up your shit and move to another state where it's not quite so clusterfucked, then you keep voting for the same people who fucked up the place that you just fucking left, spreading your idiocy, your ignorance, your retardation across the country like a goddamn virus. Fuck!
And even though NYC has only seen warning signs so far, this is definitely going to become their reality. As Mamdani now moves to defund the NYPD, canceling 5,000 new police officers, totaling $22 million of police budget cuts, as he now has a $5 billion with a B deficit. And even though they're raising property taxes on regular citizens and raiding their pensions, it's not for services for those same citizens, but free childcare for undocumented individuals that apparently don't even speak English.
Hola.
Mi español no es el.
Bringing in equally socialist and useless AOC to say, in Spanish, any parent in New York City, regardless of your job, income, or immigration status, can get, quote, free 3K or pre-K childcare services, aka paid for by other people's tax dollars.
AOC is such a vapid airhead that I believe she's fluent in Spanish about as well as I believe John Cena can speak Mandarin. Yeah, remember that whole fiasco when they were promoting F9 and he simply referred to Taiwan as a nation, as a country, and then his producer's Chinese overlords got so ass mad about it that they practically put a gun to his head and made him get on camera to apologize to the nation of China for calling Taiwan what it actually fucking is. A country. Was this little tirade a thinly veiled excuse for me to say fuck China? Maybe. But honestly, any time of the day is a good time to say fuck communism.
And after what happened in Minneapolis, I wonder if that's code for foreign fraud, as that's their party's official priority. Why defend the police who defend the citizens that fund the city with their tax dollars when they only see them as low IQ tax cattle?
You gotta say it like Trump. Any time of the day is a good time to say fuck communism. Anytime. Doesn't matter if it's day and night. Doesn't matter if it's sunrise, if it's if it's noon, if it's right in the afternoon, sundown, midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter. Fuck communism. 6 ways from Sunday, all day, every day.
Whose only purpose is to provide the Democrats with votes and cash that is immediately turned over to their newcomers. I'd say this happened so gradually nobody even noticed, but no, this is only 2 months in. I just hope all these idiots leaving the city realize that this was their doing and don't vote for the same nonsense once they move away.
Oh, they will, because they never put 2 and 2 together. They never put 2 and 2 together and realize, hey, maybe it's me voting. Maybe the problem is that I literally voted for this. And maybe I should stop voting for this, and I should start voting this way. I should start voting for people who are actually tough on crime, and people who actually want to make my living area safe. And don't want to defund law enforcement in favor of education centers that it's already been proven are now just money laundering schemes for foreign assets that are trying to invade America. No, they never put 2 and 2 together. Just fucking squirrels.
So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you'll subscribe to Decoy.
Alright, we need a palate cleanser. And we need it hard. So this just popped up in my, this just popped up as one of my subscriptions. This comes to us from Gamatsu. I think that's how you pronounce it. They're a channel dedicated solely to bringing new trailers for upcoming video games. Sometimes AAA, sometimes indie. Masters of the Universe. I'm guessing this is going to be the TMNT Power Rangers Rita's Rewind G.I. Joe semi 16-bit side-scrolling beat-em-up treatment. Nice. Actually, I probably should have turned that down sooner because I don't know if that's copyrighted or not. Ooh. And it looks just like the cartoon too, which is insane. This has turned into almost a complete industry with new video games, where they're taking all these classic IPs and turning them into old school beat 'em ups. It's turning into a full industry, man. April 28th. I want to know when Thundercats is going to get this treatment. Because then you'll really have my attention. Whew, alright. Yeah, now, give me some Thundercats with this style. Alrighty. Now we're gonna close out the stream with this. This is one that Kaysen has been wanting me to react to for a while now. 27 minutes of cheating women getting caught from Central TV. Oh boy. What a way to close out the stream today.
No. Look at this, bro. Straight up caught you cheating on me, bro.
Make sure you go home with him, alright? You're not coming back to my crib.
Are you serious?
What's wrong with you?
Please don't touch me. I'm begging you to sit down.
I love that. Are you serious? Bitch, you cheat on me, you better get your shit up and leave. You're gonna get your shit out. You're gonna get out. Doesn't matter if either you do it on your own free will, or I'll do it for you.
And I'm gonna listen to you. But your actions already spoke loud as I heard them.
You were gonna cheat on me soon. I know, because I'm an empath.
I was not gonna cheat on you.
I had
What
to
are you
cheat on you
talking about?
because you were literally gonna cheat on me.
Sorry. Go, get out.
Close
Get
the
out.
door.
Go,
Shut the door.
get out.
Shut
I
it.
wasn't gonna cheat on you. What are
And
you
now
talking
you don't believe me, so I don't trust you. And I'm hurt and confused.
Is anyone else suddenly thinking of Bill Burr's bit about the whole no reason to hit a woman? I'm not saying it's okay. Actually, before you bitch, actually go watch the bit.
So just leave.
What the?
Oh, I thought you were going to cheat on me, so I cheated on you first. Who thinks that way? Who with an IQ north of 40 thinks that way?
What are you talking about?
Manipulative.
Oh
And
my
you're
god.
so toxic.
Hey babe, can you come take a look at the TV real quick?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
It's frozen.
Who are you, bro? Who are you? You're my wife right now, bro. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
What are you doing?
Look at this.
How did you follow me? What are you...
What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about men catching their wives cheating and delivering instant karma on the spot. We're seeing husbands discover betrayal and immediately respond with consequences, whether it's kicking them out, exposing them publicly, or ending the marriage right there without hesitation. Let's break down these explosive moments.
No. Look at this, bro. Straight up caught you cheating on me, bro. Look at this shit. Chill. What do you mean? I caught you cheating on me.
Care at
Chill.
all.
What do you gotta say? What do you gotta say? What do you gotta say? Cheating on me this whole time. Holy what?
Is she drunk?
Another guy sleeping in my girlfriend's bed. You are asleep. And I have it on video. And I'm gonna ruin your life. I work my off.
Victim.
Day in, day out. 100 plus hours a week.
Look at that. He don't even care. He's still laid up next to the
But be faithful to you.
cuddling and
So many opportunities I could have had. But I said no. And I didn't do it. You're a piece of shit. I loved you, Lydia. I did.
damn.
It took everything I had not to stop my house, grab my gun, and come here.
Damn.
You don't understand. I'm gonna somebody. Did you know she had a boyfriend? Well, she's got a boyfriend.
Make sure you go on with him, alright? You're not coming back to my crib.
Are you serious?
What's wrong with you?
Honestly, I catch you cheating, I'm catching an assault charge. Period.
Nothing. I just was.
Nah. Who's this?
He's gonna think twice before ever doing that again. And you're gonna think twice because you're gonna watch every impact.
I don't know who I am. I'm a friend, you know what I'm saying? Assaulting her. She's this is my girl, though. I can ask who is this. This is my girl. I understand that, but she came to me because, again, she wanted a mini coupe. And he broke behind a guy who, Lamborghini. Who are you, though? I'm a friend. You could be talking about you have no say right now. This is my girlfriend. I got a lot to say because you ain't doing your job, partner. Who's not doing the job? How do he know me? Like, who's this? You take the trash out. You crying? When she asks you to cook, you don't cook. I don't take the trash out. Oh, so you must be telling him business. Hey, business? You just told me straight up. If you had your business playboy, you would no conversation.
Well, if you was handling your business, we wouldn't even have a conversation. Get that smug bullshit out of my face. I fucking hate people like that. Oh, you wouldn't handle your business, so I think I gotta slide in and you know what I'm saying? Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck everyone who thinks like you. Fucking hate you. Fucking hate people like you.
I'm confiding in him as a friend.
It seems like y'all got something going on. If you hiding something from me right now, let me know now. Let me know.
You know what? Actually, go play in fucking traffic on the fucking highway.
I'm a man. You can tell me. Trust me. What's going on? You would know, playboy. Yo, who was you talking to, though, bro? I don't know you, bro. And stop acting like you know my girl. This is my girl. I live with her. I know her favorite. What's wrong? I know her favorite food. Lobster. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. She's an Aries. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I know a lot, brother. So listen, explain to me right now what's going on.
Babe, that's basic information.
Explain to me right now what's going on.
Coworker talk. We're
coworker talk. So he know your sign. He know you like lobster. He know you like blue. He know your favorite car. You know I don't take the trash out. Oh my gosh. So you must like him. And this what you be doing when you saying you at work. You at work with this man.
Are you serious?
I mean, you making money together, so I'm making money together. Are you serious?
Like,
why do he have all the information that I'm not embarrassing you?
It was a day I was late for work, and he asked me why. Because you didn't take the trash out. It's nothing wrong with that.
So that's his business.
Okay.
So that's his business.
Okay, no.
Yo, listen, man to man.
She told me because you're short, it's hard for you to put the trash to. She got.
Oh, okay. All right, listen. This says enough. I'm a man. I want you to explain to me what's going on right now, so I can go my separate ways. Because she's not gonna tell me.
What's going on is I'm handling your business, playboy.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can get him in your coop. But you can't. That's a fact. We just saw that.
Listen, make sure you go on with him, all right? You're not coming back to my crib.
Are you serious?
Please don't touch me. I'm begging you to sit down, and I'm gonna listen to you. But your actions already spoke loud as I heard them.
Do shit. Please. Don't do anything, please.
I told you for the millionth time. I don't want to do nothing, bro. I don't want your account. I don't want you to block no one. I don't even want you 6 feet from me, girl. I want you to pack your things.
I might not even make it through the whole video case, and I'm not gonna lie. This is actually pissing me off so that fucking much. This is physically angering me. I have no respect for drunk drivers. I have no respect for child predators, and I have no respect for cheaters. In either order, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I have no respect. If you drive drunk, fuck you. If you're a child predator, fuck you. If you cheat, fuck you. Just make like James in the in water ending from Silent Hill 2 and drive into a lake because you are worth that little to me. I don't think I'm going to get through the video. I'm going to be real, Case, and I might not. I might have to find something else because I don't want to. Because nobody wants to go to bed angry. Nobody wants to leave the stream angry. I actually. You know what? You know what? You know what, Kason? We're going to fix this right now. We're gonna leave on something upbeat. We're gonna leave on something fun. We're gonna leave on something funny. Wesker and friends watch the solar eclipse. Oh, it's only 3.5 minutes? Great. That's fantastic.
Hey guys, did you hear the news? What news? Did you finally stop being a little bitch?
That's not very kind of you, Wesker.
Just fucking say it already, holy shit!
Okay, holy fuck. Today a solar eclipse will be happening right outside. It'll be such a magical experience.
What the hell even is that? Is that like that guy from Five Nights?
No, you fucking idiot. It's when the moon goes in front of the sun. It happens very little, so it's a rare occurrence.
Ooh, I love the sun! And Ethan, I don't mean to burst your little bubble, but why the fuck should we care?
It's just cool. I don't know, man. Don't need to be such an ass.
Ethan, buddy, I care! I want to see! When will this happen?
Well, you don't exactly look at it.
Huh? What? Then what the fuck is the point?
We have to look at it with very special glasses. Looking at it normally will hurt our eyes really bad. Thankfully, your good friend Ethan over here ordered all of us a pair of glasses for this special event.
With what money, Ethan?
Well...
Hey, cuties! I'm here to fuck this bitch up!
No! He got them from Spencer! Oh no. We saw how Spencer was in the last video with the cookout video. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be amazing.
What's going on over here?
God, who the fuck invited this old man?
I'm old but gold, you fuckhead!
Yeah, whatever. This motherfucker Ethan decided to use my hard-earned cash on some stupid fucking glasses to see this so-called solar eclipse.
Listen, buddy, I promise it'll be so worth it. Just trust me.
Alright, fine, Ethan.
Okay, I legit thought Ethan ordered them from Spencer. Maybe he just... Why'd you order them for Wesker? He's already got sunglasses. He already wears sunglasses, like, 24 hours a day.
Do you have the glasses with you right now?
As a matter of fact, yes I do. Here, take it. It's happening soon. I'm so giddy with excitement.
I don't need these glasses. That solar eclipse better prepare for my huge, massive, hairy...
Fuck yeah, Chrissy boy. I don't need these pussy-ass glasses. I want to see that eclipse with my bare eyes.
Whatever suits yourself, pal. Just don't come crying to me when... Wait. Oh my god.
What is it?
Everyone, look. Put on your sweet little glasses and take a gander at the sky. It's there. It's really there. Oh boy, this is fantastic.
Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. You know, you were right, Ethan. That is pretty beautiful.
It's so hot and so sexy it reminds me of my beloved Ada. Get your head out of the gutter and just enjoy this moment. Oh. How are you holding up, my dear friend Chris?
Fuck my eyes! My fucking eyes are burning! Fuck! Wesker, help! My eyes are on fire! Help me, Ethan! Leon, fuck!
Holy fuck! That solar eclipse makes my dingle enlarge! I'm coming! Ouch! Fuck, holy my eyes are burning! My eyes are shriveling up! Wesker, my good boy, help me! My fucking eyes! Fuck!
That's what fucking happens. I told you idiots to use the glasses and you didn't. Now you're all facing the consequences of your actions.
Please! Get me to a hospital! I'm going to die! You deserve this, Chris. You guys are such dumbasses. I hope you are excited for permanent eye damage.
Huge, my is on fire! My is lit ablaze! The is on fire! No! Now how will I watch my sweet videos on my computer?
You have permanently lost your eyes, and the first thing you are worried about is not being able to watch weird shit. Get your priorities straight, old man.
No! You don't understand! I need to survive. If I don't watch it, I will fucking perish! I love watching oiled up hot men dance for me. You can't take that away! You just can't!
What? 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 Jesus Christ. Oh my god, you weren't lying, Kason. Dude, Spencer is so wild in these videos. It's insane. I kind of dig it.
This was supposed to be a fun time watching the solar eclipse, and it turned into a shit show.
It can't really be that bad. Let me
Leon, no!
Oh, this feels so fucking good.
You know what? Fuck it.
What? Oh. You missed it? Okay, well, we're gonna watch it again. Because the 5 or 6 minutes of that cheaters video I watched just made me that goddamn angry. So we're gonna watch this again.
Hey guys, did you hear the news?
What news? Did you finally stop being a little bitch?
That's not very kind of you, Wesker.
Just fucking say it already, holy shit!
Okay, holy fuck. Today a solar eclipse will be happening right outside. It'll be such a magical experience.
What the hell even is that? Is that like that guy from Five Nights?
No, you fucking idiot. It's when the moon goes in front of the sun. It happens very little, so it's a rare occurrence.
Ooh, I love the sun! And Ethan, I don't mean to burst your little bubble, but why the fuck should we care?
It's just cool. I don't know, man. Don't need to be such an ass.
Ethan, buddy, I care! I want to see! When will this happen?
Well, you don't exactly look at it.
Huh? What? Then what the fuck is the point?
We have to look at it with very special glasses. Looking at it normally will hurt our eyes really bad. Thankfully, your good friend Ethan over here ordered all of us a pair of glasses for this special event.
With what money, Ethan?
Well...
Hey, cuties! I'm here to fuck this bitch up! What's going on over here?
God, who the fuck invited this old man?
I'm old but gold, you fuckhead!
Yeah, whatever. This motherfucker Ethan decided to use my hard-earned cash on some stupid fucking glasses to see this so-called solar eclipse.
Listen, buddy, I promise it'll be so worth it. Just trust me.
Alright, fine, Ethan. Do you have the glasses with you right now?
As a matter of fact, yes, I do. Here, take it. It's happening soon. I'm so giddy with excitement.
I don't need these glasses. That solar eclipse better prepare for my huge, massive, hairy...
Fuck yeah, Chrissy boy! I don't need these pussy-ass glasses! I want to see that eclipse with my bare eyes!
Whatever suits yourself, pal. Just don't come crying to me when... Wait! Oh my god!
What is it?
Everyone! Look! Put on your sweet little glasses and take a gander at the sky. It's there. It's really there. Oh boy, this is fantastic.
Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. You know, you were right, Ethan. That is pretty beautiful.
It's so hot and so sexy it reminds me of my beloved Ada. Get your head out of the gutter and just enjoy this moment. How are you holding up, my dear friend Chris?
Fuck my eyes! My fucking eyes are burning! Fuck! Wesker, help! My eyes are on fire! Help me, Ethan! Leon, fuck!
Holy fuck! That solar eclipse makes my dingle enlarge! I'm coming! Ouch! Fuck, holy my... My eyes are burning! My eyes are shriveling up! Wesker, my good boy, help me! My fucking eyes! Fuck!
That's what fucking happens. I told you idiots to use the glasses and you didn't. Now you're all facing the consequences of your actions.
Please! Get me to a hospital! I'm going to die! You deserve this, Chris. You guys are such dumbasses. I hope you are excited for permanent eye damage.
Huge, my is on fire! My is lit ablaze! The is on fire! No! Now how will I watch my sweet videos on my computer?
You have permanently lost your eyes, and the first thing you are worried about is not being able to watch weird shit. Get your priorities straight, old man.
No! You don't understand! I need to survive. If I don't watch it, I will fucking perish! I love watching oiled up hot men dance for me. You can't take that away! You just can't!
This was supposed to be a fun time watching the solar eclipse, and it turned into a shit show.
It can't really be that bad. Let me
Leon, no!
Oh, this feels so fucking good.
You know what? Fuck it.
first time this video played through, when he took the glasses off and nothing was happening, I legit thought there was going to be some gag about it, like about the sun just not affecting him because of his mold, because of his mold powers or whatever. Oh, Kason, I am glad that you recommended that so I could just jump right to that, because my God, that 5-6 minutes of that fucking cheaters video just physically enraged me. One more? Oh, wait, play it one more time, or play another one? Because I'm sorry, dude, I could not get through that cheaters video. It was making me just that fucking angry. One more Western friends. The detention video. Okay, well. Detention. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well. So, you fuckers thought it was so fucking funny to destroy the cafeteria, huh? I'm not gonna let that slide. As a response to that horrific shitfest of a show, you all are going to be in detention for the rest of the month.
Wesker, come on. It was all a misunderstanding.
Leon, do you think dipping Krauser's balls in the fryer is funny?
No, of course not.
This is all your fault, Chris. My fault? How is it my fault when you stole my peanut buster and provoked my boulder into destroying the entire cafeteria? It took so long for it to calm down, too. Well, maybe if you weren't such a bitch at the lunch table, I wouldn't have had to take it. But no! You just had to be an ignorant son of a bitch. This is what happens when you upset the great Heisenberg. Everything turns into shit. Well, maybe if you knew what my boulder was capable of, you would have thought twice about it and kept your little mouth shut.
Both of you shut the fuck up!
I watched it all go down. It was such a sight to see.
I'm so sick of your guys' shit.
Wesker, buddy old pal, come on, just let us go. We promise not to do another of our shenanigans ever again. Please, just let us go. After all we've been through, you still got a soft spot for me, right?
Do you actually think you can convince me to let you go, Chris? Well, sorry to disappoint you, but that's not happening. I will make sure you suffer every last second of this punishment.
Well, that's too bad, Wesker, because I took a shit in your coffee this morning.
You did what?
That's bizarre.
Oh, and I also pissed in your pillow.
That's crazy.
As the cherry on top, I decided to leave a little surprise in your freezer.
That is just preposterous.
Bro planned it all out.
Chris.
Yes, baby.
Preposterous. Bro planned it all out.
Why does Carlos have a bag of chips? Why? It's so random and I don't get it. Why does he have chips? Oh, God. If it was Barry holding a sandwich, it would be even funnier. Wait, what if Barry's the principal?
Chris.
Yes, baby girl?
Come with me.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what are you doing? Is that a belt? Wesker, wait! I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! Please, no more! Oh, shit! Wesker, wait, listen. We can talk about this. Fuck! I think I might pass out!
Listen up, you sack of shit. You do not touch my property. You do not piss on my property. And you do not shit on my property. Got that?
Please don't hurt me anymore. Please, I will do anything. I learned my lesson. Ah! Holy shit! Ah!
This is what happens, Chris. Now return to your seat, you bitch.
Allow this to be a lesson for all of you. You do not violate the rules unless you want to suffer the fate poor Chris had to suffer.
Hey, Wesker, I need to tell you something.
Oh, give me one moment, Rebecca.
Thank you.
What was that?
None of your goddamn business.
So, what are we gonna do in here? Are we just gonna sit here?
I think it's time for a story, guys.
Oh, God.
What the fuck has got him so wound up now? Honestly, it could be anything. It could literally be anything. Let's be real here. Let's all be real.
Allow this to be a lesson for all of you. You do not violate the rules unless you want to suffer the fate poor Chris had to suffer.
Hey, Wesker.
I think we all know exactly what he's doing. Exactly what they're, what those two are discussing. I mean, why do you think he kept that photograph of her in his desk drawer where no one could see it? He's like 20 years older. Literally 20 years older. I think he was 38 in the first game. Was he on the island too? Dude, Wesker is his own island. He doesn't need to visit the island. He is his own island. Oh. In this universe, probably. Oh my lord.
We're just gonna sit here?
I think it's time for a story, guys. Oh, God.
I love that. Oh God from Hunk right at the end there. He actually. Spencer. All right. Okay, I think that is going to do it for today's solo stream. In case, and I really appreciate you bringing those to my attention. Because, again, at the risk of sounding like a Milli Vanilli CD at the Grammys, that Cheaters video just made me just that goddamn angry that I literally just could not get through it. So, Aquarium of the Dead tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing Bottom of the Bin stream for Aquarium of the Dead. And cannot wait. Cannot wait to talk, to be done with. Thought it'd be funny to watch females face consequences. I can't watch cheater videos. I literally can't because I've had friends and relatives be cheated on, and it actually it's not just the disloyalty. It's the gaslighting that comes afterwards that just makes me physically angry, like to the point that I just want to yeet my chair across the room. So. Don't beat yourself up over it for sending that video my way. You didn't know how I was going to react, and it's fine. It's all me, brother. It's all me. It's just I can't watch those type of videos. At least the first bitch slap was entertaining. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the slap, that opening slap was fun. It's just everything that came after it, just fuck. Basically. But yeah, let's stick to fails. Yes, exactly. So yeah, fails will be back next week. So let's well, so now we actually can end it on a positive note. I appreciate everybody who watched. I appreciate everybody who stopped in. Couple weeks, we got the discussion next week. Well, you forget my solo stream next week, since now I'm streaming twice a week. You know, don't forget about that, brother. Don't forget that. So fails. Yeah, fails will be next. Fails will be back on the next solo stream next week. But again, I appreciate everybody who did stop in. Case and I appreciate you for bringing some extra videos to the show. And Kai appreciates us watching his video. Awesome. That is awesome. I appreciate that he appreciates that a lot. If he posts any more Cyrax that we can put up on a solo React stream, or even on a dual React stream. Hey, I'm on Discord. I gotta take the dog out. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. You go take care of your business. And I'm gonna sign off here. I appreciate everybody for watching. And tomorrow's bottom of the bin stream for Aquarium of the Dead. We'll see you there.